But Trey,
yes, ma'am.
we also saw some other exciting news this past week that you will be on the beaches of paradise this summer.
Paradise. I wish all of our listeners could see Trey's not only singing, he has the head thrown back, chest out, little shimmy, shimmy, shake here.
Come on. Tell us what we can expect. How was it? If you could sum it up in one word, what would you describe your time in paradise like?
Oh, that was a good one.
Give us two to three words.
I said, it was nuts. It was a whirlwind. You saw the boy come out of his shell. I'm not gonna lie. Like, so for me, Bachelorette, like I started nervous and I warmed up into like, oh, like you can do this. Oh, she has a connection with you. She gave you a rose. And then by the time I get to paradise, I'm like, go for it, man. Like, what is the worst that can happen? And so I hit the beach, running. Like, and I'm excited for people to see, what happens. I don't want to give away too much, but it was a whirlwind. You see me more confident. You see me more, assertive. And you see it's an interesting dynamic between people who kind of know each other and then the Katie's guys come in and we have our own little sauce and that we provide to the mix. That's dope, I think. So people are going to be excited to see what we shake up.
Well, I'm excited to see what you shake up because I feel like it's so interesting because I feel like you say you came out of your shell.
I feel like you were out of your shell.
As a viewer, it felt like you say that it took you a while to warm up. We never noticed that whatsoever.
So that's funny you say that. I feel like I'm a nervous talker. And it's something I told the guys a bunch of times. Like when I'm nervous, I smile and talk and it comes across well. And I'm inside, I'm like, panicking.
Right. I feel this on such a deep level because I am the same exact way. And so many people are like, just say less sometimes. But I hate awkward silences.
I know.
I totally feel you.
I ramble when I get nervous. And it's just like, I could have omitted like maybe 52 of those words that I just said. But whatever. We'll go with
had
it.
A buzzer and they're just like shocking me.
Yeah, they're just like, okay, I'll stop.
Hey, I mean, we could make this a thing one day if you really want it.
I'm 100% down the Trey buzz.
Trey, this has been such an absolute pleasure. I feel like there's still so much that I want to ask you and talk to you about. But we ask all of our guests each week, what was overall, I mean, your time on the season now that we've seen you go home, what was your rose and what was your thorn of Katie's season?
Oh, that was a good question. Got me with that one. Hold on, let me.
He's getting back to the vibe.
Like I said, I go bad news first. So I'll start with the thorn. My thorn was just that I'm a passionate guy. That's not a secret. I come from a passionate family. And I think that there's times where, the long nights and the stress of the situation led me to be a little bit more dramatic than I normally would be. I would say my thorn was that I let small things become big things sometimes. I want to keep the big things big and keep the small things small. That's just kind of something I like to do. And in this situation, I think sometimes I didn't let that happen. So I'll say that's probably my thorn. And then also just not getting a one-on-one. I want a two-part thorn. Not getting a one-on-one for me, I felt like me and Katie would have had so much fun on a one-on-one because I made her laugh every time I talked to her. And laughter is like my biggest tool for me in romance. Like I want at the center of my love, I want there to be joy and laughter. And so we had that. And so I wish I would have had maybe some more time to tap into that. My rose, and this is kind of probably, I don't know if people are going to love this or hate this, but the way that I grew as a person, I would say that I came in there similar. And when I said I was similar to Connor, it's that we both shared our insecurities openly. We came out there and it was a group of Adonises, man. There's a bunch of gorgeous men out there that are like 6'8". Like Thomas is a beautiful man. Like, let's be real. The guy is, cut out of marble. And so for me, it was like, I popped out of that truck and felt good, but I walked into that room and kind of felt like I didn't belong. And so for me, it was starting at that feeling like I didn't belong to like meshing with the guys, to connecting with Katie, to being like, oh man, maybe I am a great guy. Maybe I do have like a lot to offer in a relationship. And by the end of it, that's why I walked out with a smile. One of the things that was important to me was I want to leave this how I started, laughing and smiling with Katie. And I was happy, obviously heartbroken, but happy that I was a way better guy at the end of that than I was at the start of it. And so my rose would just be the personal growth and the friendships. that I got to make with everybody.